Hello and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Johan and I'm a Dutchie, and I want to learn about life and living in Australia by watching videos about life and living in Australia. And I do this because it's all the way down there, down under, and I'm afraid of flying. So by watching YouTube videos and reacting to YouTube videos, I know a little bit more how it is in Australia, and with my ever-growing community who gives me all kind of feedback by the comments, I learn every day a bit more how it really is in Australia. And so we're gonna take a look at a video from the Hutchinsons, because I was curious about the prices in Australia supermarkets, how it is, the cost of living, in this case, your groceries. And this was the first one that came across as shocked at the Australian supermarket prices, as always, shocked. The cost compared to the UK. So, yeah, okay. It's from 1 year ago. I looked up, prepared. You see, I got several tabs open. This is one of the most expensive supermarkets that we have in the Netherlands. This is Albert Heijn. And I looked up what the current exchange rate is. And I see that the current exchange rate for 1 Australian dollar, you get 61 euro cents. So, 60% on the dollar. Wow. So, keeping that in mind, a lot of calculation today, as in what would it cost in Australia and what would it cost over here in the Netherlands. So let's dive into the video.
Today we need to do some shopping here in Australia. We have come to Woolworths. I've got my bag ready. We need a few things in the house to make sure that we've got the next couple of days covered, because it is the Easter weekend at the moment. So let's
Easter weekend coming up. Okay.
go check out the prices.
To the chief head shopper, do you think it's going to be
A bit loud. I'm gonna reduce the sound of the video a bit.
more expensive or less expensive than the UK?
Ooh. Same question for me. Do I think that the cost of living, groceries in this case, is more or less expensive than over here in the Netherlands? I guess it would be more expensive over here in the Netherlands than it would be in Australia. Yeah. What does she say?
I just think that it's going to be slightly less expensive, but I don't know. I've got the Woolworths shopping trolley here. We're only buying for a couple of days. Let's go have a look.
And she goes for her husband and 3 kids. So that's gonna be a big shopping.
So this is our first experience properly shopping here. Obviously in the UK, everyone knows the prices are just getting more and more ridiculous, but we've also been told that Australia is really expensive as well.
Yeah, more and more, because after Brexit, there was a lot of things that going. They get out of the European Union, and that had all kind of consequences for them. So yeah,
we will be converting the Aussie dollar to the pound, but it literally is like half. So $2 is £1, I think. So we're gonna
half. $2 is £1. Oh boy. And how much is a pound to the euros? I don't know. Pound to euro? I believe that I looked it up. before I started too was something like pound to euro. Yeah, pound to euro. 85 yeah, pennies for 1 euro. So the pound is stronger than the euro at this moment. Okay. But I'm going to compare your Australian dollars to the euros.
We're heading to Woolworths now. I'm going to do the shop. Okay, here we are.
Is Woolworths a more reasonable priced supermarket, or is it more, in general, more expensive by default because it has a large collection of goods, or is it the average supermarket where everybody goes?
Woolworths, it's looking pretty good, but insanely busy in here.
Usually means that there are a lot of people, so a lot of people shop at Woolworths.
See all the fruits that we've got. We've got some raspberries, so they're about £6. No, they're about £3. Okay.
So what does she? She did some kind of. I know it looks like some fruit. Oh, berries. Oh, raspberry parade. Raspberry. $6 Australian, $48 per kilo for fresh raspberries. $2.99 for 140 grams. I don't know how much this is.
It's quite expensive for how small that is. Should we get strawberries, girls?
Yes!
Okay, I found some strawberries and they're about £2.25. It's quite a small pack. I'm going to put these in because they're cheaper than the raspberries.
Strawberries. And they look good. Small pack. I guess 500 grams of strawberries. Yeah, 400 grams. It looks almost the same. $2.99. Usual price per kilo, not 10 euros per kilo. Okay.
So you're looking at £3 for a really small pack. So I'm going to go with strawberries. Let's put those in. Okay, next stop. Corn.
Corn. You can buy corn in the supermarket anywhere in the Netherlands, no matter which brand you go to. Fresh corn, you can buy it, so I can't give you a price for corn.
It's corn. Am I saying that right? No.
It's corn.
It's tasty and sweet, is that right?
No, it's corn. It's a big lump with nuts. It's got the juice.
How many should we get?
2.
Right, so it's $1. So that's 50 pence for a fresh corn like this. All right.
Could be. No clue. I can try, but I don't think. Oh, yeah, we have. But not in the way that I saw in the video. So 2 for $2.59. So rather expensive in comparison for Australia. Yeah, one Australian dollar first. Yeah. This is cleaned up and nicely packaged and etc. for delivery for the Barbie. Yeah, but that's like it was in the video. No way. This is not being sold anywhere in the Netherlands. And as far as I know, I've never seen it in any other shop in Europe.
Right, so I'm pretty happy with that price. I think we're going to have a barbecue tonight, so I'm going to grab a couple of these. I am going to grab 3 of them, which comes to £1.50. That's not bad. £1.50 for 3 big corns.
Yeah.
Cheese.
Cheese.
Wow. Look at the pate. The pate looks so good. All right, I'm gonna.
Oh, they really look good.
Look at the pate.
Wow. Normandy pate from France. Are they imported? Is this imported goods from Europe? Because it's Normandy, so this is French. Or is it a French brand that produce in Australia? So, but it looks good. There's 3 package variations. Wow. The prices are about 6. Yeah. Let's do 6 because I have no clue if we're talking about. So 6 would be $3.65. $6 would be $3.65 in euros. That's rather cheap. Yeah. For in comparison with the Netherlands, it's rather cheap. So yeah, Australia until now, you are cheaper with your groceries than it is over here in the Netherlands in euros.
The pate looks so good. All right, I'm going to be looking at the prices, not the food. It's making me juggle a little bit. Just the food. Let's look at the cheese. Okay. Extra tasty cheddar, just cheddar. We're looking at $10, so £5 for that. I think Cathedral City.
How much? A kilo? Looks like a kilo. $10. Oh, yeah. Way cheaper. I believe that for a kilo, I can look it up, but a kilo of cheddar cheese, price per kilo, 20 for almost 25 euros. So, yeah. 3 for 3. Australia.
On offer is a little bit cheaper than that, and it's a little bit smaller because that is only for half a kilo.
Half a kilo. Okay. Okay, now you can calculate.
I don't need to buy a huge amount of cheese, and I can get a really small one that is absolutely tiny. I can get that for £3. It's quite expensive, right? I don't know. Do we really want that cheese? £3. That's
£3.6. Yeah, 3. Okay.
expensive. It's going in there. I can't live without cheese.
Being parents, traveling the world full time, organising everything is a full-time job. But packing, that's something we've finally mastered thanks to the Voyager check-in suitcase.
We are looking at
For sponsoring this video.
oh my god. Okay. For the
Wow, what the? It's beef. Okay. Wow, that looks good. I can love it. Looking for the price. I see something like 24 or
this
so.
massive Australian T-bone steak.
T-bone steak. Price?
It's a bulk pack. We are looking at about £13. That's not
£13 for a T-bone steak. 13 pounds. Yeah, pounds. Yeah, because I see a price below the bar of $26 something nothing. Something. So 26 Australian dollars for T-bone steak. 26. That means 15 euro for T-bone steak. I don't think so. Yeah. 42. And we said 50. So 50, almost more than twice the price over here in the Netherlands for a T-bone steak. I know how heavy this one is, but the Dutch version is almost 700 grams. Yep, Australia wins.
About to go on the barbecue, £13.
Look at the size of that steak.
It's
like,
nearly a kilo.
this looks huge. Like, just for
It's nearly a kilo.
reference, this is the size of my head compared to the steak. We've literally got half a cow here.
And then we've got the sausage offers. These look like really nice fresh sausages. It's 2 for $15. So half of 15 is £7.
£7.50.
£7.50 for 2 packs, which I think is a little bit expensive.
Yeah, but they look like premium sausages, so they're
Sausage. Which kind of sausage? I can look it up. With feta and spinach. So it's it's chicken. Chicken sausages with feta and spinach. Spinach. We don't have those. I can look up the price for sausages, but any two for 50. That looks expensive. No. No. We don't have chicken sausages. So no comparison over here.
feta and spinach chicken sausages.
This is classic Cumberland.
Oh, classic.
Pork. Oh, 9 for pork. Okay, that I can do. €5.50, give or take. I had to do some research. I know they are called sausagen, also here in the Dutch, but they are sold as braadworst. So that's why I couldn't find them. 4 pieces for €3.19, and in Australia it would be $5.50. These are 4, and then in the video there were 6. So more as let's take half on it. It's 150 extra, 160 extra is $4.80 for 6 of those. But still cheaper than in Australia right now.
Cumberland, okay. So yeah, it is quite pricey.
Yeah, I'm thinking cracked black pepper. We normally eat a lot of chicken. So for 2 chicken breasts, which by the way, these are absolutely huge, we are looking at £5. That's
Chicken breasts. £5, so $10 for large chicken breasts. Looks like
really quite expensive.
They are. Again though, the portion size is really big.
yeah, I need the portion size. Breast fillet. It's how much is it? I can't see the price per kilo. Is this price per kilo? Oh, this could be price per kilo. Price per kilo, $13 for price per kilo for chicken fillet. We're talking about $13, $7.92 for chicken fillet. These were rather large. These are 4, but not as large as. So we got this one. Price per kilo for almost €15. Price per kilo, and we were talking about 13 or 7.92. So expensive, more expensive in the Netherlands than in Australia.
Like that's really, really heavy. Like huge chicken breasts, but they are expensive to be fair.
I don't know, like to be fair, they're absolutely huge. If we split this big pack here, you're looking at just £9.
That's not bad to be fair.
That's not bad.
And
Don't
like
throw it,
honestly,
might get the juice out.
this is
Yeah, but this is a different kind of chicken breasts.
heavy. This is really heavy. Like massive chicken breast. So £9 for that isn't too bad. The weight is 1.5 kilos, I actually think that's pretty good.
1.5 kilo, 1.5 kilo. Yeah. Australia wins.
I did hear from a local / one of our friends that there was a little bit of a shortage of eggs. We're at the egg aisle.
Look at what's
and it
left.
says there's a limit of 2 per customer per shop. So this is a little bit like the toilet roll issue.
Oh, wow. And that a year ago, we're talking about a year ago. So what was with the eggs? Only 2 per customer? 2 boxes? I assume not 2 eggs.
UK.
In 2020. This was what it was like. Look, there is literally no eggs apart from one abandoned box.
But we can't see the price.
Yes.
We can't see the price. So yeah, it's about
£4.50 to £5.
137 per 100 grams. For a box of eggs. Yeah, we do in a dozen. Not in a dozen. We say 10. So you buy 10, or you buy 6, or you buy 12. 2 times 6. And then you pay a price per egg, like 25 cents or 32 cents. So, eggs. Let's do not the biological, but the standard default eggs. Don't want to make it too expensive, but on average, I would say, yeah, this one, 10. 10 for $3.79. And in the video, it showed, ooh, 960. $5.85. I guess because there was a large shortage of eggs that drove up the price. Limit of 2 per customer per shop.
For a box of eggs. Is that expensive,
Yes.
chief shopper?
Yeah. That's
What we're saying in the UK
I imagine I can pay like £2.50.
for the eggs. Okay, we've got a pricey egg experience here. Earlier we were at the premium cheese aisle, I think, when it was expensive. It did seem quite expensive there, and we found like the general I think it's like the Woolworths brand cheese. So this would be comparable to Tesco's own cheese or Asda's own cheese, and that again is about £4 to £4.50 for this block. So it's still quite pricey. Sometimes you can get offers, obviously, in the UK where it is quite cheap. I think £2 to £3 for
I
a
think
block.
in the UK, I remember it being about £3.50. So
Yeah.
we're not like maybe
It's
it
not
has gone,
major
yeah,
expensive,
no.
but yeah, this is like the normal cheese that you would get, the Woolworths own brand. But yeah, you're looking at.
That's not cheddar cheese. That's some normal quote, because there are thousands of cheese variations. So what's normal? Yeah, but it's not the cheddar cheese.
About £4 for the bigger block.
Okay, we have been travelling for a while. I know this is a comparison to the UK prices, but I have not seen halloumi, chili cheese being a reasonable price after being around Southeast Asia. And this is looking at, I can just get halloumi.
A large selection of cheeses over there in Australia. Yeah, we have a large selection too, but not as diverse as I see over here in this video.
Cheese for about £2.
For a country that has a lot of cheeses. But we have to go across the border into Germany to get a rather large selection of all kinds of cheeses from the Netherlands and from Germany. Yeah.
£50, and I'm going to get it to go on the barbecue, so that's going in because I haven't had it for so long.
Right, we've got some yogurt here.
Okay, we are looking at.
Doesn't look that clean, by the way. Sorry.
A fantastic price. Now this is huge, absolutely huge. It's vanilla, extra creamy, all natural, and it's about £2.50. £2.50,
£2.50, so $5. Australian dollars. $5 for vanilla cream. That's 750 in 1 liter. So 10, yeah, 6. You say €6? Oh no, not in a long shot. €2.09. Okay, Netherlands, cheaper.
I think that's really quite good.
One thing we're noticing is the portion sizes are a lot bigger. Like, this is huge. You wouldn't get this in the UK. It'd be smaller than that, and it'd probably be around the same price.
£2.50. That's not bad.
And they're like premium brand stuff. This is a Woolworths own brand. So yeah, okay, the price is maybe slightly more, but the portion sizes are a lot bigger. Okay, Bella, in the trolley it goes. Slam it in there.
Yeah, it looks, now that she is holding it, looks even more than what I had, 500. It looks more like, 2 of those. It's 1 kilo. Yeah.
Well done. We found another essential butter, and we have Lurpak. Now, Lurpak in the UK, I've heard in some cases it's gone up to like £7, £6. This is Lurpak. Here it's working out about £2.50, £2.60. That is for the smaller one, but let us know, comment down below, is that more expensive or less expensive in the UK? The bigger one is about £4, but I do know I've seen it for like £6.
So $8 for Lurpak butter, and I don't know what kind of butter it is. Is it butter for in the frying pan, or is it butter for on your bread? But either way, it's more expensive than it is in the Netherlands.
£7 in the UK, which is pretty good here, that it isn't too expensive. It's looking pretty good. We usually get like an olive spread, and Woolworths own brand olive spread, you're looking at about £1.60, £1.70 for the olive spread.
Ah, olive oil spread. Yeah, this is for on your bread. That I can look up. He was talking about what?
Brand olive spread, you're looking at about £1.60.
1.60, so $3.20. $3.20. It's $1.95. 250 grams, $2.29. Price per kilo, $9.16. So we were talking about $1.95 to, okay, almost the same. Almost.
£1.
But this looks more than 250 grams. It could be 500 grams, give or take.
70 for the olive spread, which again is pretty decent and probably quite comparable to UK prices.
Slice of sandwich bread, we are looking at about
So what's more cheaper in Australia?
£1.40, which is about the same as the UK, I'd say. I've gone for the lower down range, £1.40, about the same, absolutely the same. Let's pop that in.
For bread, yeah, we have so large selection of bread. So I don't know how it is in Australia.
Coffee, I need coffee. This.
Yeah, I can't compare. I don't see actually what she's holding in her hand. Coffee.
Check out the prices of these. Well, I must say there's so many like protein things here. Like this is all gourmet.
Yeah, I've noticed like everything has got like a protein branding on there. So obviously they're quite into the health side of things, which is great. There's a lot of protein options. Again, we've got more porridge sachets with protein in there, which is pretty good.
I actually quite like how it's like set out, because normally when you're in a new shop you're like, where is everything? But I'm at the coffee and I know I'm going to cereal next, and that's literally behind me. So let's check out the coffee. Let's look at what I'd normally buy in the UK, but I know here in our Airbnb we've got the pods, so we'll be buying those, but we'll look at the price of just like
the pods.
Like normal coffee as well. Let's go. Okay, we're looking at like, unless it's on offer, it is super expensive, exactly like the UK. That this is working out at £11.
It's instant coffee. £11.
And this is working out at £11.
Yeah, this instant coffee. £11, so $22. 22. 13 for instant coffee. Looks almost the same, but this is instant coffee. $5.25, price per kilo 26. We were talking about $13.40. So that's 1 point for the Netherlands.
£11.
But again, it's expensive, but it's a big portion. It's like almost the size of Tamira's head. Look, right
I just
there.
got the, like that.
What's Nescafe?
Nescafe, we're looking at £5 for just that. I think that's really expensive.
Yeah.
That's a smaller. That's Nescafe. Did I have Nescafe too? No, but it was on the list. I saw Nescafe. There's Nescafe. This is Nescafe Gold. $4.29. Oh, price per kilo 85. Oh boy.
And this coffee, by the way, is awful. Not a fan. I'm a gold blend guy.
Yeah, well, you're looking at £10.
10 quid.
Yeah, it's the same that I had. 10 quid. She said £10, so $20. $20. We're talking about 22. Okay, 20 would be 12. Yeah, and we pay $4.29. So way cheaper in the Netherlands than in Australia at that point in time.
But again, it's fairly big, but 10
I
quid.
have never bought coffee
No.
that is just normal coffee for 10 quid.
It's
That's
expensive.
Really
You have to go for the low down bargain bin pot, and that's about £2.50 for the instant coffee. Okay, now we have cereal. And these are the Aussie. At home in the UK we have Weetabix, but in Oz they have Weet-Bix. And I think the same, apart from Weetabix are like oval shaped, these are square shaped. So what we're having,
No clue.
girls, choose your cereal.
Oh, it gets me
We've got
juice.
good old, oh yeah, Weet-Bix Bites look decent. They are about £3. Look at this, we have
Cornflakes. That I can't compare because we have cornflakes. $5.90, almost $6 for cornflakes. Let's put in $6. 6. So we're talking a $3.65, and now we get cornflakes. One is €3.09, and two for $5.50. Now we were talking about $3.65. This is €3.09, so it is a bit cheaper in the Netherlands, but not that massive difference.
good old Kellogg's cornflakes there. They're about just short of £3 right there. I think that's pretty expensive, I'm unsure.
But you don't know about this, but
No.
I think this is really expensive. I'd pay about £1.50 in the UK for theirs.
Yeah.
Wow, that's some really expensive, really cheap.
I wouldn't ever get a brand. I would just go for the
The
lowest down.
local stuff. Stuff here,
Look how the colour changes in the
I
boxes.
think, yeah. Bran, high
but still-
fibre,
you're still
but you're still looking at
£2.50.
£2.50, so you might as well get the Weet-Bix. I think this is probably going to be like the best option. Weet-Bix, all the different flavours.
Oh, I'm quite shocked at that. It's quite expensive.
What we're going for then, girls? Shall we get some Weet-Bix bites?
Yes.
Yeah, what flavour? We've got apricot, we've got honey crunch. Honey crunch, right, jump on then. They are £3.50, quite pricey. Okay, I've been seeing this everywhere. Protein Energize Up and Go. Like, I haven't seen anything like this in the UK. You can obviously get your protein shakes, like individual stuff, or the tubs, the powder tubs.
Yeah, for a year ago, I would say the same. You wouldn't see any protein things over here in the Netherlands and in Germany. I also do my shopping in Germany. Now, this year, I noticed it that more and more there were brands coming out with protein and protein extra and minus 6% protein. So, yeah, for a year or so ago, it was only protein shakes, but now it's protein everywhere. Yeah. So in Australia, they were a year ago already on that point.
But I think these are like cartons. So yeah, cartons there, up and go, 6-pack. For this 6-pack, you're looking at about £6, but protein is quite expensive anyway, like protein powder and protein shakes. Or you can get a massive value pack, which is coming out at about £8 to £9. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. It's got 17 grams of protein in there. You've got all the different flavours. Again, they're just really sort of protein conscious over here for fitness and health. It's a really good fitness vibe, but it's just so cool to see these on the shelves, and it just gives you an option of more protein. Me and Tamira, we do have a Monster a day or some form of energy drink. We do go sugar free though. They've also got all the best flavours here. Monster, Strawberry Dreams, you've got the peach, you've got all the flavours, and these are about £1.50. They're less than £2, which
£1.50. For Monster? Not Red Bull. I know, Max Verstappen. Red Bull, we're looking for a Monster. Ooh, Uppy does not have Monster. Energy and sport drinks. No, it can't be bought. We have only Red Bull. I saw some students walking around with Monster. Oh, but it's not available at Uppy.
Which again is probably the same as the UK. I think it's pretty much a universal cost in the Western countries. They are cheaper obviously in Southeast Asia where we've been, but in the UK they're about that price. Down the drinks aisle, all the usual options right here, but we go for Coke Zero. So we've got Coke Zero, which is a massive, it's a massive pack, which is, well, it's on offer actually, 40% off, so that is currently £15.
$30 for 24 pack of, for $30, we say $30. It's 18 euros, give or take. There's a 12 pack for $9.29, and we were talking about 18 for a 24 pack. Yeah, so almost the same.
Which is quite pricey. We've got Diet Coke right there, we have Pepsi Max right there, Mountain Dew, and then we've got like the fridge packs here. Now they're working out at £5, which is roughly the same as the UK, but it says they're half price, so this would usually be £10, which is expensive, but we're going to grab this because it's £5 and we need some in. But yeah, that.
Okay, so it would be, these are 10. Okay, a 10 pack Coca-Cola Zero, and there's a 12 pack for €9.29, and we were talking about £20 of the $20 usually wise 12. Yeah, cheaper in the Netherlands.
Is the price right there, and you can see all of the options you've got drinks wise.
It's not on offer.
It's Heinz. It's different branding, but it's Heinz, which is our favourite, and it's looking expensive.
Heinz mayo, yeah, by definition, expensive.
£4.10.
And it's not
£4, so $8.20 for Heinz mayo. $8. We're talking about 8. It's $4.87. Yeah, Calvé is, of course, the one that we use the most. I did expect Remia, also a brand that we use a lot. I would expecting that Heinz had also, but not at this shop. I know it is, but it's not at this shop. This is the home brand. No, I don't see it at the price.
not the big one. Like in the UK, we get a massive one. That's.
But In comparison, we were talking about what price? 487? No, it would be cheaper in the Netherlands. Yeah.
Not the big one, and it's well expensive.
I think what I'm seeing here is same as the UK. Like, if it's not on offer, it's really, really expensive, and other stuff is on offer. So I don't know, because we really like Heinz and we never really have anything else. But Hellmann's, we're looking at £2.50.
Yeah, and that's not a bad size, that one. But yeah, Heinz is absolutely insanely expensive.
This is like that's £5. Oh my god! What are we gonna do, Chris?
I don't know.
These are the big decisions.
We're just gonna have to take the hit. I want the Heinz. Let's go.
This is something that.
Wow. You're on holiday. Depends on how large your budget is. But even then, when I was on holiday and cycling through Europe, still was in my mind like, this is the same as that, and there's a better price. I take that one. And I did not care about my budget, but still I did.
Me and Chris live by, and I spotted it about a mile away. Has Chris spotted it?
Yes, I have.
Where are we heading for?
Frank's Red Hot. Such a fan.
Exactly the same price.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Nope, we don't have those.
It is same price as the UK is at, so
£1.75.
yeah, it's not too bad. Sometimes in the UK you can get it on offer like two for £2.
That one we have Heinz tomato ketchup. Maybe I can see the
Onto
price.
something like that.
Can I
But
spot the price?
I can't live
the
without this
price?
stuff. It's a dream.
Okay, the girls like tomato ketchup. This looks like so Australian, and it's about £1.25.
Yeah, it looks like the restaurant style.
So you can get a Heinz one.
Ah, Heinz. Yeah. That looks like a large one for $5 for Heinz. We had so 3.5 because we just had Heinz, and I had the Heinz ketchup. So she had the Heinz tomato ketchup, 220 milliliters for €2. So price per liter is €9. So if it's not even, if it's more, if this is more, come on, this looks like the same, then okay, it's cheaper in the Netherlands.
For the same price. But same thing, like I said, it's same in the UK. If it's on offer, it's cheaper.
One thing to know though, in Australia they don't call it ketchup, it's tomato sauce, and I found that out at the drive-through the other day. They did know obviously what I meant, but yeah, no ketchup over here, tomato sauce.
No ketchup, it's called tomato sauce, but there is an essential difference between a ketchup with all kinds of spices in it and tomato sauce. So I guess he is wrong because it's two totally different products, tomato sauce or ketchup.
Sauce. Heinz is obviously British, so it does say tomato ketchup on there.
Heinz is British.
But yeah, interesting Aussie fact.
For 2 litres worth of milk, we're looking at £1.50. So I don't think that's too bad at all for 2 litres. So
2 liter milk, 2.50, so $5 3 for 2 liter milk. Well, we don't have 2 liter packages. Oh, we do. Oh, this is 2.5. This is a 2 liter. Coincident. A 2 liter package, $1.78. Price per liter is 98 euro cents. 89 euro cents. A lot of numbers today. 178 for 2 liter, and the price we had is 3. So yeah, cheaper in the Netherlands.
we are going to grab
Full cream, let's go for the full cream special.
full cream. We're going to go on a bigger because we're here for a week. It was our weekly shop, and that is about £2 for that. Always need this.
£2, so four Australian dollars, not 5, but 4, 2.44. Yeah, That's not that large of a price difference.
And it's always
Extreme bumper pack.
extreme bumper pack. So we're looking at about £10.
£10 is it's quite a lot of rolls. Again, they're huge. I mean, how many's in there? 24 rolls.
24 rolls. Toilet paper. Now we're talking about 24. Do we have a 24 package? Yes, we do. 24 package, $6.35. So $10. And she was talking about.
Okay.
For 8 rolls, we're looking at about £4. I just think it's about the same as UK.
Yeah, it's about the same as UK. Maybe a little bit more expensive, but the rolls are like extra thick. Okay, we have the
Okay, Australia cheaper.
chocolate and the sweet style. We're big fans of Sour Patch, but these again are massive packs. That's looking at like £2.50.
I was looking at the time. We are at 53 minutes with some editing. Ooh, we have to round it up. Where are we at 17? 3 minutes.
For that.
Okay.
Again, very American, bigger portions, but again, quite pricey there. Cadbury's Dairy Milk. Okay, so it is different in Australia because the ingredients is a little bit different to the UK because of the heat over here, but it's quite expensive to be fair. That is coming out at like £4.
Milk chocolate, £4, $8 for chocolate. $8. $4.87. Yeah. Côte d'Or, of course, more expensive. Local brand, $1.89. Milka, cheap, 90 for $1.49. So depends on what you want. And milk chocolate for 95 cents. And we were talking, holy, $4.87.
So that's really quite expensive, but yeah, interesting. Obviously, they've got the Father's Day specials on, but that's quite expensive, and I think it is made in Australia as well because it's different to the British Cadbury's. We have done a taste test. Britain did come out on top. It is a little bit better. It's a little bit more gooier, but yeah,
Oh, taste testing. I cannot do taste testing.
Australia-style Cadbury's expensive, £4 a bar. Okay,
Yeah,
last but not least, I'm going to look at the crisps. Now, we don't seem to have Walkers here, but I think their version of Walkers is Smiths. So you've got
Smiths. Walkers in England, so we call it Lay's over here in the Netherlands. So we're talking about potato chips.
salt and vinegar Smiths there. You've got original, which is obviously salted, but I thought that these were the multi-packs, because this is a massive pack, but
Yeah,
that's
party
not.
size.
That is a party size bag of crisps, which is huge. But again, that is like £4, so that's quite expensive. Let's see if we can find the multi-packs. Here we go. Here's a multi-pack. So you've got 6 packs of crisps there, and you're looking at 2 for $7, so 2 for £3.50, but you've also got 4 $50 there, so just over £2, £2.25 for that. So again, pretty much UK prices, but you can get better offers than that sometimes if they're on offer.
I cannot compare it because we don't have it. It's Lay's. If it's Lay's, but it's not Lay's, it's Smith.
In the UK. I've also just spotted Doritos, which obviously you can get in the UK. These are looking at £1.25.
1.25, so $2.50 for Doritos. $2.50, $1.52 for Doritos. Doritos. Yeah, sweet chili pepper. On average, you can see the prices between $2.99 and $2.79 to $2.89. So combinations. So we're talking about, on average, let's say 280. And we were talking about 152. So yeah, Doritos in Australia, cheaper.
A bag, which again is probably the same price. I think sometimes in the UK these can be like £2, £2.50, but on offer you can sometimes get them for £1. So again, it's sort of meet in the middle on the prices, £1.25 for a bag of Doritos. Okay.
Yeah, and the Australian woman on the, here with the shopping, go on the side, move, I want to pass.
Meet in the middle on the prices, £1.25 for a bag of Doritos.
Yeah, she's looking at, what the heck is she doing?
Okay, load it up.
Okay, total price.
Job done. There we go.
I don't
She doesn't tell the total
think
price.
I want to talk about the price, to be honest. I'm sweating a little bit about that.
Okay, there we go. The total cost for our shop from Woolworths here in Australia was 170 Aussie dollars.
170 Aussie dollars. Okay.
So it's about £80, just
170 Aussie dollars. 170 for 100 euros. Wow. For a family of 5, now mom, dad, 3 kids, 100 for, as she called it, 1 week of groceries, bread, and etc., etc. Wow. That's, according to the Dutch standards, 100. Yeah, that's pretty cheap. That's cheaper than it would be. I don't think that you get all of that, what I saw in the video, for 103. I have to see the exact price, but it was a rather large receipt, so it could be, yeah, I guess roughly it would be 150 or something in that region. So it would be in total more expensive in the Netherlands than it would be in Australia. Wow. Okay, that about the prices and shopping in Australia was interesting. Let me know in the comments what you think of it. Is this really cheap, or is it not cheap at all because you saw the prices over here in the Netherlands? So let me know in the comments what you think, and like this the video. And if you want to see more of my experiences of learning about life and living in Australia, then this is a good place to start with. And otherwise, it would really be appreciated if you hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next Australian video.